So what am I supposed to think about in meditation? Okay. There is a technique which I teach, and it's quite a widespread kind of technique in different traditions, which is called mantra. So a mantra is a word or a phrase, usually in the Sanskrit language, though sometimes Buddhist mantras are in the Pali language, which was Buddha's mother tongue. And this is what you focus on, repeating this word or phrase. And that has a couple of important effects. So any word has a meaning and a sound. Sound, just by itself, can affect our state of mind, and particularly our emotional state, very directly. Just imagine coming home from work, you're kind of tired, you may be feeling a little down, you put on your favorite piece of music, and within seconds, your emotional state is transformed. Music is tremendously powerful in its effect on our emotions, like the soundtrack in a movie. I've used that example before. But if you try listening to a movie without the soundtrack, it feels empty, because there isn't that emotion which is induced by the resonance when the sound intersects, if you like, with your nervous system and your chakras, if you know what they are, and induces different emotions. So mantra is a sound, it's a word, every word has a sound, and it's designed to create the right kind of resonance to put your mind in a meditative state or a calm state. So you can go into your meditation, you can go more deeply into your own mind and your own self. The other side of a mantra is the meaning. Now there's an idea that's become quite popular these days, which is more or less says that whatever you focus on, that will become real. This is sometimes known as magical thinking. And I think there's a danger in taking this too literally, but at the same time I think it's really important to remember that there's some truth in it. Whatever we focus our attention on will influence us. If we are always thinking that it's about somebody at work and how I really hate that person, they really irritate me, it'll become self-fulfilling. Your relationship with that person will become more and more like that, because you're always focusing on this negative idea around that relationship. Conversely, and you can try this, it really works, even if there's somebody you think you don't like, if you focus on their positive qualities and deliberately do that consistently, you'll find yourself liking the person. What we think tends to become true. So in meditation, especially if we're going to be focusing our minds for regular, decent chunks of time, maybe half an hour a day for many years into the future, if what you think about is going to tend to become real, you think about something really positive, right? You don't want to think about something mundane or meaningless. So the meaning of the mantra is very important, because it will affect where your meditation takes you. They have a saying in surfing, that's another good analogy from surfing. Wherever you look, that's where your board will go, right? So you'll automatically follow where your eyes go. So in meditation, whatever idea or kind of concept you focus on, that's where your mind is going to end up. So what we focus on in meditation is the ultimate goal of our lives. And I can't do this in a little video like this. I do an exercise with groups that I'm teaching where I get everybody to simply ask the question of themselves, what do you ultimately want out of life? And people always come up with three things. They want love. That's why 90% of the songs on the radio are about love. They want peace of mind. This is usually older people. They want peace of mind, and people want happiness. And that's pretty universal. And they may be expressed in different ways, and sometimes it's expressed as, I want to bring happiness to others, or I want to bring love to others. But in the end, it's because it gives them that feeling as well. So this idea of love and peace and happiness is a pretty good meaning to attach to your mantra that you're concentrating on for all those hours and maybe thousands of hours in your meditation. If you focus on that, your state of mind will become like that. So the mantra has a meaning like that, but it's more than that. It's more than just love, peace and happiness. It's an infinite quantity of it. So an infinite ocean of love, peace and happiness is what some people would call God. If you don't believe in God, that doesn't matter, because the idea is still really worthwhile. but it's a spiritual idea, but it's also an idea that's perfectly valid outside of what a lot of people would think of it as a spiritual or religious context. So in meditation, the objective is to achieve a state of infinite or perfect love, peace and happiness, and the mantra is attached to that idea. That's what I want you to think about.